Hello and how are you? My name is Mahinder Bark and I welcome you to our 15th or 16th, I don't remember anymore. Okay, video of learning how to create web applications using Laravel. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can upload your Laravel project effectively to online and how you can keep on maintaining your project. So let's go straight to business. So we're going to use GitHub to deploy this project. So the first thing that you have to do, this is my Laravel project. I've already finished it. Yeah, it's not the best, but at least it has core concepts like logging in, logging out, implementing layouts, reading more, posting a post, etc. I've already implemented that, so let's see now how you can deploy it to cPanel. So I'm going to teach you how you can do that, okay? So first of all, you need to first add your project to GitHub. So at this point, I really hope that you already know how to add your project to GitHub. If you don't, I will put the link in the description where I explain how you can add Laravel project to GitHub. But so if you don't know, you can watch and learn. Okay. So at this moment, I assume that you know how to put your project to GitHub and how you can keep on updating it on GitHub. So now let me show you how you can do it, how you can deploy it on cPanel. So the first thing, I've already put my project on GitHub, which is here, and I'm going to make maybe my last commit. Not the last, but this is the latest commit, okay? So I'm committing, and for me, I'm using GitHub for desktop. Even if you use this GitHub for whatever, it is okay. So I'll publish this project, okay? So after publishing it, I'm going to purchase now the hosting. So there is one hosting that I use, which is simple, very simple to use, and I'll put the link in the description if you want to use it too. So we go and purchase the hosting. So for me, I always use this hosting provider called Hosting Bangladesh. They are very, very simple to do what? To approach, and they're always online to help someone in case they have what? They have challenges. So if you also don't mind, you can use these hosting guys, okay? They are always here on chat. You can even ask them any question and they'll reply within 1 minute. So to purchase, you just simply come here to SSD hosting, and then select the package that you can afford. So if you're not in this country, you can as well purchase still. Just select USD, and then you can buy this one. Okay, this one is affordable, and then you check out. So when you check out, they'll ask you until you successfully submit your order, then they'll ask you to pay. So if you're in another country, you can as well ask them here how you can pay, and they'll give you steps of how you can pay. So wherever you are, you can be able to pay with any means. Yeah, so that's how you can purchase your own your own hosting service. So after purchasing, I'll put the link to this website in the description, my affiliation link. So if you use my link, they'll have to give me some money back. So I'll put the link where you can click on, and then you go ahead and purchase. So once you've successfully purchased your hosting service, so the next thing is now to log in and access what you call cPanel. So for me, I already have the purchased version. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and log in. So I'll click here on login, and then we'll go ahead and log in to one of my hosting services. I'll click on login. So it is lost process, and then here it is my dashboard. Okay. So I'll click on services. I'll see I have what? I have one service here. That is okay. I have one service here. So let me go ahead and do it and access this service. So to access it, I can just simply click on it, and then I'll be able to do what? To see these controls. So if you want to access now where you can see your cPanel, So your cPanel will be here, log into cPanel. So when I click on login to cPanel, it will take me now to the control panel where I can control my what? My website and other websites. So if this is your first time, you have to be very careful to understand these things. And they are very simple, and you'll find them interesting if it is your very first time. So this is my cPanel, or so whatever hosting provider that you've purchased from, either what, you should be able to see this particular cPanel. So the first thing that we're going to do, this website of mine is already online, and I already used this one for other things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a subdomain, okay, a subdomain, and in that subdomain is where I'm going to use to show you how you can publish, okay, your site. Okay, so to do that, I'll simply come and to this section of domains and search and open these domains, okay? So I'm going to put here my subdomain. I have a lot of subdomains. I can use one. Let me use one. Okay, let me use one. I think I have so many that I don't even use. Let me use one here. Okay, I have so many. Okay, so let me use one instead of creating one. For example, this one, I don't use it. But to create a subdomain, you'll simply come to domain. I'm going to use this one. So you'll simply come to domains and then click on create new domain. Okay. So then click on create new domain. What you do, you get your domain, your main domain, the main domain that you have. For example, my main domain is UGnews24. Okay. You paste it here, and then you remove this stroke, and then you come. Let me zoom so you can see clearly. You count this last part. You remove, so it should be just the main domain as plain as it is there. Okay, so I can put here news dot. Okay, so you put news dot and then the name of that. So after doing that, then the name of the domain. Okay, then after doing that, then you'll come here and put a place where you want this domain to store the code. I mean, or to point in. So you can leave it as it is. So this is the folder where we'll put also our source code. So this subdomain can point in this source code. So after doing that, but if you're using if it's maybe the main site, you may need to create a subdomain. You can just put and point your GitHub into public HTML. I'll show you how to do that. So that is how you can create a subdomain. But for me, I already have some domains, a lot of subdomains that I don't even use these days. So I'm going to use one. Okay. So okay. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go back to domains, and I've shown you how to create subdomains. And I'm going to use this one, I think. This africa.ugnews24.info, this one. I don't use it, okay? So that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to... Okay, this is the one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to now clone my project and make it point folder. Okay, so let me explain that again. So I'm going to use this subdomain, this one, of africa.ugnews24.info. This one, So I'm going to make it point in this folder. You know, this domain, this subdomain is pointing this folder, right? africa.ugnews24.info. So after creating that, after you've created also a domain, it will have somewhere where it points. It's parent folder, okay? So this is the parent folder. So now I'm going to clone the project. So I'll come here and then come to Git here. You'll find Git version control. And then you're going to create a new repository. New repository there. So you'll go ahead and copy the link of your repository. And that repository should be in public by that time. So if it's a private thing, you may just make it public temporarily and then hide it again. So you can right click here and then say view on GitHub. Okay, so you can get the correct link of what you want. So this is the project that I want, okay, and you see it is in public. So I'm going to copy that link as it is there and then come to here where it is Git and then creating new here and then come here. This is very important now. So if it is the main project, okay, so you have to make it point in what? In public HTML. So it can be the main URL. But for me, I want to make it point in what? In the subdomain link, which is Africa, something like that. You see, they will suggest for you. Okay, which is here. You can as well come here and copy it. Okay, so this I'm making it to point in the subdomain folder. Okay, so let me go ahead and publish. So when you say create, it will give you what? An error. Why? Because that folder already contains something. Okay, so what you do, you have to delete those things first or put them somewhere else first. So me, I'm going to delete these things, okay, under this folder. So I'll come here and select all and delete them. I can first skip the trash. I can first put them in trash if you want. Let me skip the trash. So everything has been deleted. But even though you try to create, if you skipped trash, so you see, it will start creating what? The clone successfully. Sometimes you create after skipping trash, it shows an error. So you delete without skipping trash. So for me, it has done what? It has cloned the project successfully. So you can see here is the what? Is the project. So if I click on manage, I'm able to see the project and the branches there. So if I want to pull some changes, I can click here on pull and deploy and click here. Then to be able to do what? To pull the changes. So that's how you publish the what? The Laravel project. So it means that if I come here now, I'll be able to see the projects that I had. I'm able to see it here. So now after doing that, the next thing is now to make the project work with the database etc. So if I come here and refresh here on my subdomain, I'll see the folders to be on top like this, okay? So this one is brought by Laravel because you're not going to run PHP at Sunserve, so you'll be able to see this. So the next thing, you have to add the HTTP access that can fix this issue, whereby you just simply come to your project and then click on new file, okay? And then name it h.htt access like this, okay? .htt access. It should be on very top here. So if you create it and you cannot see it, you have to come here and do what? And make it all the files to be visible. So after, come and click on edit here and modify it. So just simply search Laravel .ht access like this. So it will give you the right code that you have to put in your what? In your HTTP access for your Laravel project to work. So this is the code. Now I use code grepper. Okay, so you can copy this as it is there, or you can find it on Stack Overflow here. See, I've just copied this one, or you can find it here on Stack Overflow. Laravel.ht access file, you'll find here the answers of what you may need to put. For example, this one or this one. Anyone here almost works, okay? So you copy that and then you come and paste here in your HTTP access file. So save. So if I save and come and refresh here, at least I should see something changing. No, it did not change, so it means that I might be in false folder and wrong folder. So I'm here. This is HT access, not HTT. So it's supposed to be HT access, not HTT, right? HT access like this. Okay, so if I save and come and refresh here, at least I should see something changing. Okay, the page is not working. So it's not working. Because we don't have .im file. So if you want to send everything as it is here, so you better remove this git ignore. Okay, remove these things in git ignore before you clone. So come in git ignore and remove these things that are being eliminated from the git ignore. Okay, so I've removed them. So I'm going to commit again, say maybe new commit. Okay, and then you push. So it will process. Here. So we have removed all those things. And then I sync. It is still processing, by the way, so you better wait. Okay, so the whole point is it has not sent the .im file. Okay, and the vendor files, so you'll have to do that. Okay, and those files are a bit heavy. All right, so as it is sending, as it is compiling them, as it is committing them, so the next thing is we have to create a database for what? For our project. So I'll simply come here to cPanel again, and then come to my SQL, okay? My SQL database, okay? So inside there, I'm going to create the database for our project, okay? So I can say Laravel news project, okay? Something like that. So I say create, and then after, I've just created what? This is the database. So after that, you can create now the user. Oh, I used the wrong approach, but you better use the wizard. Okay, wizard will take you step by step and link them. Okay, so I've just created the database. Okay, I've created the database. You can refresh and you'll be able to see it. Okay, did it create anyway? Okay, so after creating the database, the next thing you have to create the user. So for me, I can keep it the same name. Okay, let us use the wizard. It will make it simple. So come and select my SQL wizard. This one, Still compiling. Okay, and then after, put here the name of your database. I hope it will not going to create it because it's already created. So it's already created. So create database user. So it's already exists. So I'm going to go and create a database user. So I'll put there. So I'll put the same password. We create here password. They can generate a password. Okay, so me, I just copy the same one. And then I'll go ahead and create. So the next is to add this database user to this database. So I'll go ahead and say add all privileges and say make changes. And that's all, okay? So that's how you use MySQL wizard. Makes life very easy. Okay, so after doing that, why is this taking so much long to commit? I don't know, because the files were so many. So after doing that, the next thing we're going now to access our database by going to phpMyAdmin. So here in phpMyAdmin is where we're going to do what? To access our database. So you can find your database here, Laravel News, here. And then after, we can now import our database here. So I hope you can see the database where it has come. Our database is here, right? So I'm going to export the local database and upload it, okay? So I'll come to our localhost. Here it is still processing, no problem. So I'll come to our project database, which was what? A blog here. and then I export. Okay, I export this database. Sorry, I click on export. Okay, make sure that you click on the right database and then click on export. Okay, so when you click on export, just confirm and say click export. Then to export for you the what? The database in SQL file. So after doing that, we're going to now drag and drop that SQL file to what? To our online database. So it's the online database, and then come this SQL file, you drag and drop it here. Okay, so the process has been successfully submitted. So if you click here, you'll see your database is now what? Is now online. I don't know why this guy is becoming too slow. Okay. I don't know why really. Oh. So you have to wait until it finishes. Yeah, it has finished. I'll go ahead and push these changes to online. Make sure that you remember to push. I don't know how long it's going to take to push them, but we can wait. So it has finished compiling, and it has finished committing and pushing. So pushing those vendors can take really time at the beginning, okay? But once it finishes, the remaining will just take a second to submit or publish. So I make sure that it's well sync. So the next thing is I'm going to now pull. So on the server. So I'll come to our server. I'll go to Git, or is it GitHub here, to our repository, and then again I click on update from remote. So this one will not even take a minute before it finishes updating from remote. So after it finishes, so I can come here and try to check if our vendor files have come. It has come, and to make sure that everything is okay, you can see when the inv file has come. So you can edit this inv file where you're going to put now your database configuration etc. Okay, so if I come and refresh here, at least we should get some meaningful errors. You see, at least now the error can make sense. That's beautiful. So the next thing is to put the database. So I'll come and copy the database name that I used online. Okay, it is this one here, and the password. So I can get here, the database is here. So I'll come and to our inv file, and then I come where there is database, okay? Okay, where there is database. Okay, it is here. So localhost, everything leave the way it is. So here in database, you change the database, you put the the user and the password. For me, I use everything the same. So I can save. Now if I can come and refresh, at least I should see that everything has come. So only what I need to set the link, the parent link. So I'll come and copy this link and come to our inv file and do it and change this link to be this one. I can put even the one with SSL. Okay, let's put this one. You see where there was a localhost, you just change it and put this. Save, come and refresh. Okay, so what is not loading? I think so what is not loading? Let's see what is not loading. So you can inspect. Okay. So if you inspect, you realize that if you come to our head, you see, this is not the right link, the base URL. So let's go ahead and fix that. So the beauty about Laravel, we'll just fix it, and Laravel and GitHub. So we'll just simply come here and fix that. So to fix that, we have to come to our routes. Okay, here routes. Here routes, where is it? We come to, not routes, we come to our resources. public resources, views, and then layouts, and then admin blade. So admin blade, instead of putting just the static link, you can just simply put the URL of the project URL like this. Okay, so that one will help. Okay, that one will help by putting the dynamic link. So copy that and come and put it also here, other than putting something that is really static than like the way it is here. Maybe you can put a // I hope. Maybe it is important. So these are the two files that we've changed. So I have to commit here. Maybe you can say URL set, then commit, and then push. By the way, you can use also VS Code to do what? To commit and push. Okay, once you log in with your GitHub on VS Code. So after pushing, then you come and pull from what? From the cPanel. So I pull. So you see, the latest commit was URL set. So let us go ahead and refresh. Boom. Everything has come. So beautiful. So you see, now I'm able to brag that I've published a website. See? Someone can create an account. So I come here, click on login. I can be able to create an account. John Doe, and then my email, john@gmail.com. Okay, password 4321, password 4321, register. See, I'm already in dashboard. Click here, I'm on website. Click here, I'm on dashboard. Create a news post. Come here, news post, some posts, and then I select a category. I select the news post. The photo. Can put maybe some submit. So it will submit. Here I think it is about the redirection. Okay, what are they saying? Move file, what and what? Okay, so this parent link is an issue. Move, no stream file. I think this is because we're using the root, this root in file uploader. This one here. This one, eh? This. It is the problem, I think. So you can try to comment it and use without that root, just like this. Okay, so I hope it will work. Yeah, if it doesn't, then you'll have to fix it by yourself. But I hope that's a problem, okay? Online, you don't need to use that root unless you specify where exactly the files are. So by doing like that, you're supposed to be able to be added there. So that is it for today. So if you want to add you want to force, maybe the website should always be on HTTPS, okay? You can as well do that by first installing the HTTPS, and then you put that condition in a HTTP access, okay? So you can see our poster there. So you can modify and make it really better than this, but the whole point is we have been able to publish our website. So what does it mean? It means that if I want to change anything, for example, I want to put here full stop, okay? What I'll do, I'll come to my project, come to where I want to change, wherever it is. Let's say here, okay, I want to put here full stop, like this. So put it there, save, then come to your GitHub and commit, and then push to GitHub. Then after pushing to GitHub, then come to what? Then come to your cPanel and then pull. So like that, you'll be able to get the changes without that hassle of using FileZilla what? Without that much hassle of using how do you call it? FTP. Okay, so you see, I refresh, my full stop is there. So that is very, very important in what? In web programming. So that makes it our Laravel introduction tutorial. So in the next lectures now we're going to see how we can make advanced systems. So I'm going to put something that you should try in the description of this video so you can challenge yourself by doing that task, because everything is going to be possible with the task that I'm going to do to give you, because almost everything that we've already done we've already covered with the one that will be in that task. So that's how we publish our website. I hope you have learned something. I hope it was helpful. You are able now to go ahead and challenge yourself by making your own projects and publish them online as I have shown you. Hope you're going to try your own ideas. So we'll meet in the next video. We are now going to look at what at advanced. But before we start the next video, you have to first try the challenges that I'm going to give you. And goodbye.